What's going on, brothers? I hope you're all having a fantastic and blessed day today. So it is now week 8 of this journey, I suppose you could call it, me documenting my journey from zero to $10,000 per month. Let's not waste any time and dive right into it. So as far as the progress I've been making in the past week, I've actually been growing pretty quickly on X, a lot faster than I anticipated. I now have, I think, around 53 followers. It doesn't seem like a lot, but like last week I had like 35 or something like that. So it's been growing. It's been growing pretty good. Then as far as like my other platforms are concerned, I've been seeing some steady growth. I haven't really been gaining followers on Instagram. I've been gaining some followers on TikTok though, and I've been getting, my views are starting to improve a little bit on both platforms. Then I started posting shorts on YouTube again, and those have been doing pretty good. I've only done 2 so far, because a lot of my shorts end up being over 60 seconds long, so I'm not gonna work on it in the future. But yeah, so growth in general has been pretty consistent. So as far as today's lesson, rather this week's lesson, it's that the present, bro. The present is really all that matters, right? Because the point of all this, like the goal of this entire series, is to make $10,000 per month, right? That's a big goal, right? But I suppose you could say my overarching goal is to become free, to become financially free, to have the freedom to travel the world, eat good food, have good experiences, just live how I please, that type of thing. And that's the big goal. And thinking about that goal in and of itself, it's a bit overwhelming, right? You can't really imagine that at the beginning stage, because you just aren't that person yet. So before you can even get to there, before you can get that freedom to reach that milestone you're trying to get to, you gotta break it down essentially. So let's say before I make $10,000 per month, I gotta figure out how to make 5K, and before I figure out how to make 5K, I gotta figure out how to make 2.5K, and then 1K, and then 500, then 100, and before that I gotta figure out how to make my first dollar on the internet. And thinking about it like that, it's a lot easier for me to figure out how to make my first dollar than it is trying to figure out how to make my first $10,000, because I'm closer to that goal, right? It's tangible. I can physically see that. I can map that out. Okay, if I want to make $1 on the internet, I can do XYZ and do this for every single day, and I'll have my first dollar within a week. And when you're able to frame it like that, it's more tangible. You're able to actually focus on what it is you have to do right now. What it is, in this moment, in this instance, today, when you wake up tomorrow morning, what is it you have to do to take that first small step? And that's effective because it's closer to the person you are now. The you who can make $10,000 per month is significantly different from the you right now, who maybe isn't making $10,000 per month. So in order to get there, you got to become the you that can make $1, and you got to become the you that can make $50, and 100, then 500, then 1,000, then 2.5K, then 5K, then 10K, then 20K, 30K, 40K, until you're making millions and millions per month. But there's levels to it, right? Thinking about it like a video game, right? You're trying to get to level 100. And like imagine you spawn in, bro. Like if you're your first day on the game, right? You're level 1, and you go and try and attack the level 100 quest. First of all, you're probably not even gonna be able to take it. Even if you were, you would get one shot on the first NPC, right? This is not possible. That's why you start from the beginning, right? You start farming the mobs, bro. You start killing pigs or like random evil chickens or something, bro. You gotta attack the goal of where you are currently. Then you'll be able to level up to that level 100 quest. You'll get all the XP, you'll farm all the items, bro. You'll get the legendary sword. Then you take that level 100 quest, and you're actually able to do it, right? You're not getting one shot. You're going in, you're cooking up the freaking evil skeleton, the necromancer, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get the idea, right? You get the concept and then extrapolating that to the point I was trying to make is like, in focusing on the present, i.e. what you can do tomorrow, what you can do in this specific hour in order to reach your goal, you're going to naturally just get to that point. Because by focusing on the present, you're focusing on the next problem. And the next problem is, always going to be one level above where you are. You're at level 1. Your next problem is, how do I get to level 2? You're at level 2. Your next problem is, how do I get to level 3? And being in the present, you're naturally going to do that, and you're naturally going to make progress. That was what I was thinking about. That was one of my big realizations, I suppose you could call it, in the past week. Now, a bit something as far as my plans for the upcoming weekend, for the future in general. I've decided I'm gonna make a pivot, bro. Decided I was gonna make a pivot because, and this all happened because recently I've been receiving some feedback on like my short form content, like just my video content in general. I've had people on Twitter, on Instagram, TikTok. Like, a lot of people are saying, like, yo, bro, your videos are like pretty cool. I've had people ask me in the past, like, yo, bro, how are you doing that? How do you, like, how are your videos so good? Not to like flex or anything, but just hear me out. Let me cook real quick. So I've been having some feedback on that, and I started thinking about it. And then I thought back to, my stats as far as like content is going, and it's like, okay, I've had a video hit 10K. I've had a video on TikTok hit like 21,000. I've had videos on Instagram, get over 1K, and it's like, okay, I guess I'm pretty good at this. And I was like, okay, so I like doing that, right? I like making content. I like just hopping on camera and just yapping without, just letting the words flow, not too much structure, just flowing, just cooking, that type of thing. I like motivating. I like making that kind of content, right? Just talking about my lessons I've learned along the way. And I started thinking about it because it was like thinking about that, going down that line of thought left me with kind of two options. Like, I can either keep pursuing the business model that I was trying to do, which is just building funnels for personal brands, or I could just full send that and just build up an actual brand around something I like to do. And then, the path to monetization is kind of going to light itself along the way. And the reason I was debating over that was because I didn't want to, what I don't want to do is just switch to a different shiny object, because I've been doing that a lot. That's one of my problems, is I'm always changing business models and changing up what I'm doing. And then so I talked to my parents about it, right? Because, well, my dad's like, he's it's like it's they're pretty helpful when it comes to that type of thing. Especially my dad, he's able to give me a bit more clarity. Shout out to my parents. But I talked to them about it. They basically told me, like, you've been doing this like this content thing for like over a year now. And I was like, that's low key right. So it's not really a shiny object. It's more so I'm full sending the thing I was already doing, rather than kind of splitting it up, basically. I don't know why I told that story. Yes, I do. It's because it's just my new plan, right? So basically, I'm gonna stop doing the funnel building. What the? Okay, don't know what that was. We're not gonna speak about it. But my goal is still to make $10,000 per month. I'm just changing the path that I'm going to take to achieve it. So I'm just gonna keep doing this content thing. I'm gonna keep, motivating, inspiring, just talking about what I like to talk about, and I'm just gonna let that brand build. And as far as money is concerned, I'm just gonna get a job, because I don't wanna what am I trying to say here? Like, I don't want to focus on monetization, because I don't want the money aspect to take over, but like what I actually enjoy doing. So I'm just going to build up the brand and just let that, let the pot simmer a little bit, and eventually I'm gonna take it off, and there's gonna be some good food in there. If that analogy made any sense, if you know, you know. I'm really yapping in this video, bro. But yeah, so basically, I'm just gonna, as far as money is concerned, I'm just gonna get a job, and then I'm just gonna build this brand in the in the time that I have to do so. And we're gonna cook like that, bro. So yeah, I don't really know if anybody's gonna find value out of anything I was cooking here. But maybe you will, maybe you won't. But yeah, man, that's about all I've got for today. So y'all stay safe out there, bro. Stay frosty. And I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace.